It's massively important that we get a groundswell of young local players into the club, and having done that, eventually through to provide a nucleus of our first team squad. The number of players we get through is also a good barometer of how rugby in general is doing locally in both the counties. Generally, it's through a process of nominations from clubs and schools to the districts for an initial assessment, and then a selection onto the schools of rugby for a final assessment and a possible invitation into the various Sharks development groups that we've got. Our academy personnel are implicit at every stage of this process, assessing and monitoring and generally getting a feel for the talent that is out there in the area.
My lad George, he's a 16-year-old, he's with the Under-18 Academy. Well, he timed it just right, if you like, because they just started the academy off, or they were just in the process of launching the academy properly, and George was selected as part of the Elite Players Development Group, and he came through the cuts, and he's been with the Under-18 Academy now for this season. Well, there is an awful lot of commitment, obviously, on his side, and I suppose from our side as well, to be able to make sure he makes the sessions. The sessions have intensified on the build-up from pre-season all the way through now to this first academy game on the 21st. So 2 or 3 times a week he'll attend Carrington if there's a match as well. And obviously it means getting him up here. We come from North Wales, so we have to bring him up here. But that aside, though, obviously there's the other commitment at his age. He's involved with his exams at school as well, so it's a bit of a battle to try and make sure that we get the balance right.
Well, we're looking for young players with an obvious potential to play the game, players that exhibit good core skills and a modicum of game understanding that we at the academy can work with and further develop in all areas, in terms of the technical, the tactical, the physical, the psychological, and very importantly in contributing to the development of those life skills that support young and developing players and increase the chances of fully realising the potential.
So with these boys we do, because it's tricky with them because they play so many other sports and they play at school and county level and various other clubs. So we get them doing what we call a prehab. So in pre-season we did a screen, so a movement screen, and then from that found out sort of areas that they need to work on and improve basically. And then we did them an individual prehab. So before they do weights, before they go out on the pitch, they've got a range of exercise that they need to do before. But it's like their individual warm-up because you're not always with them, so you don't always know exactly what they're doing. So it's basically telling them what to do when I'm not there, and they all do it. Ish. So screening, prehab, and just basically just trying to keep on top of various injuries.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Well, Sale has been reasonably successful in developing young talent to play in its first grade, and the emphasis moving forward is on being even more successful. Should you examine the current first team squad, there are currently around 14 or 15 homegrown or ex-academy players. Ross Harrison, Tommy Taylor and Will Addison, etc. being some of the more recent additions to that squad. Well, the new Under-18s competition is a welcome addition to the academy calendar. It affords us the opportunity to see our young players competing against the best the game has to offer, and that in itself allows us the chance to confirm the potential or talent that exists within the squad, which I suppose becomes particularly useful when it comes to making decisions with regard to who we eventually offer junior contracts to in the academy. I just welcome the opportunity for us to play on a regular basis against the Leicesters and the Gloucesters and the Worcesters, Leeds, Northampton of this world at under-18s. It massively helps us with us confirming in just what direction we're pointing in the development of our kids.
Hopefully get selected in some of the first team games, progress through that way. It's a good setup here, so we get our chances and we train with the first team obviously once we've left school and get a good structure through that way. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of years you'll see me on TV.